A lot of rumors have been speculating that Jrue Holiday is out of Boston. My name's Cam. This is All Talk Sports. We are on the Let's Talk Ball NBA podcast, sponsored by Dabble Fantasy. Let's talk ball today, guys. So Jrue Holiday, Porzingis, Derek White, Tatum, Brown, Pritchard, Hauser, all those guys are getting paid a lot of money by the Boston Celtics, and obviously they have to break up some of it. There is an inside source saying that they got an investment from like an Indian company, whatever, of $1 billion, and they don't have to break up. But I think Jrue Holiday is on the move. Now, with Tatum being hurt, does that make the Celtics a non-contender next season? Probably. Let's be for real, especially if they're going to move on from Porzingis and Holiday. So, Holiday will be moved to a contending team. Now, there's a contending team out west who just traded away their franchise player, Luka Doncic, the Dallas Mavericks, who have Kyrie Irving, AD, now Cooper Flagg. Okay, now Cooper Flagg, along with some role players, Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, Klay Thompson. And I think they'd benefit a lot from Jrue Holiday and Kyrie Irving being their backcourt. I really think they would. Now, does it happen? This is the trade everybody is mocking up right now. It's like Gafford, PJ, and I think that's it. And I think, as a Celtics fan, I would love to do this trade. It might be a little outlandish. I don't know if we're going to get this much back for Jrue Holiday. I still think he's got some left in the tank and enough to win an NBA championship, being like a starting point guard, a 3-option, 4-option, like the best defensive option on this team. And, trading away for PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, in my eyes, I would love. PJ Washington would fill in that power forward spot of Jayson Tatum being out. Obviously, he'd do 1/10 of the job Tatum would do. And Daniel Gafford would be our 5 going forward with Kristaps Porzingis being hurt. Now, do I love Daniel Gafford? No. I don't think he's as good as Porzingis, obviously. And obviously doesn't spread the floor and open the floor as much as Porzingis does. And that's what I think really elevated our game. We got rid of Robert Williams, who pretty much is only a lob threat above the rim. He's only a threat offensively above the rim, to Porzingis, who opens up the space for everybody, right? You have to play him on the perimeter because he's about a 35% shooter from 3. And, a shot blocker who shoots the ball from 3 is very rare in this NBA, and I think that's what puts teams above. I mean, you see the 4 teams left: Miles Turner, Chet Holmgren, Karl Anthony Towns, Naz Reid, right? Every team has a 3-point shooter that is a center or power forward, and that's what you need in this current day NBA. So, taking on Daniel Gafford, I don't love, I don't hate, but I definitely think he's a younger option. If we get Derek Lively, yes, he's just a lot younger than Gafford, a lot less financial of a problem, and I would take it, right? Jrue Holiday for Lively, sure, I'd take it. But PJ Washington, I like PJ Washington's game. It definitely helped him in the 2024 NBA Finals run the Dallas Mavericks had. So let's stop talking about the Celtics side. Let's talk about the Mavericks side. They bring in, obviously, an older Jrue Holiday with Kyrie Irving, then Cooper Flagg, or probably Klay Thompson, Cooper Flagg, then Anthony Davis. Yeah, this Mavericks team might make a push in the NBA Finals next season. I mean, the West right now, we're seeing the Thunder and Timberwolves crash each other out right now. 3-1, even though I think Minnesota should have won the game yesterday. It was an absolutely insane game. But yeah, Jrue Holiday, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Cooper Flagg. I'm picturing in my head right now, this might be a problem. This team may be a problem. But let's kick it over to our sponsor of the video before we finish off and talk about my expectations of the Mavericks. Is Dabble Fantasy. If you guys don't know what Dabble Fantasy is, it's a DFS app. You pick more or less on your favorite players' player props in any single sport, from UFC to the NBA. And right now, the NBA Western Conference Finals is on. I'm going to put an entry. Here's the entry for today's game. This is Knicks versus Pacers. 4 players I'm picking, more or less. It's going to 10x my cash. And right now, if you use code ALLTALKSPORTS on Dabble Fantasy, link in the description, you get a free $25 with no deposit needed. So check out Dabble Fantasy today. They're the best DFS app on the market. They actually care about you guys. There's a For You page on their app. Not a lot left to say about Dabble. It speaks for itself. So let's finish off talking about the Dallas Mavericks. I don't think they're going to get rid of the number 1 overall pick. If they do, it'd be absolutely insane. Like, somehow, if Jrue Holiday's on this team and the Celtics have the number 1 overall pick, we'd obviously have to include Jaylen Brown as well. And I don't even think that Nico Harrison's that crazy to trade away Cooper Flagg. Imagine trading away Cooper Flagg and Luka Doncic the same calendar year. That would be insane. But does Jrue Holiday elevate this team to an NBA Finals contender? Probably. Probably. And you need a lot of defense out west because you got to deal with the MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You got to deal with probably who should have won the MVP, Nikola Jokic. You got to deal with Anthony Edwards. You still have to deal with Luka Doncic and LeBron James and the Lakers. So I'm not counting Steph Curry. Oh, my God, the Rockets, whatever. The West is stacked. Let's be for real. So Jrue Holiday going to the Western Conference. Eastern Conference seems like, yeah, send him over there. Go ahead, go for it. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on Jrue to the Dallas Mavericks. I think it makes total sense. Tomorrow's video will be about Kristaps Porzingis and where I think he's going to go. Let me know down below what other NBA offseason players or scenarios or trades you guys want me to break down below. Shout out Double Fantasy for the sponsor of this podcast. Let's talk ball. Subscribe for more. Peace.